Very well.
Imagine back to the glorious year of 2003. World War shooters were probably one of the most popular genres in video games at the time, of course. And they're still a little popular, but it seems like to me they got kind of, milked for nostalgia. And I didn't think Vanguard was that great. You kind of have to just let the classics go, You can't really revive them. But with this game, it's, it deserves to be an untouched classic. I don't really think it deserves a reboot or anything, just because it's that good of a classic and it doesn't need to be disturbed, because it's going to just get milked and filled with microtransactions. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it's too different from the original gameplay. CSGO. Sorry, I've got a bad cough today. But I believe that this is one of the best worlds. And that's mostly because it's fun and the environments are awesome. So, let's get right into the review, shall we? Hello everyone, my name is Spycrab, and today we are going to be reviewing Day of Defeat in 2003, or the Source version, as I'm recording on, because it's the only one that has actual players on it, and it looks a lot better. So first, let's start off with what I think makes this game amazing, and that's the environments. The environments are fantastic. They're perfect battlefields, or sometimes cities, which one of them, which is the most popular, which is what I'm playing in on the footage on screen, is Avalanche. I don't know why it's called Avalanche, because it really doesn't have anything to do with snow or anything. It's probably a war term that I'm missing. I don't know much war terms, which is kind of weird, because I'm a gamer. No, but seriously though, yeah, can someone let me know in the comments down below what that means, if it does mean anything. But the environments are just so great. And another thing I like is it's basically cover-based. I don't know if it's really classified as cover-based, but I feel like the way that Valve intended you to play this was by taking cover, scouting the area, and if you find an enemy, you shoot them. Now, I will be honest with you, the aiming system in this is pretty dumb. It takes a little second to aim, and even then you don't get precision accuracy with that. But I do believe that the weapons are really fun to use, regardless of any of that. And the weapons, oh, don't even get me started on the weapons. They're fantastic. Like, really fantastic. And I don't really know what else to say. They're just that good. Yeah, that's pretty well all I have to say about that. The guns look fantastic. They're realistic pretty well, and they reload realistic, they function amazing, and I love how they added the little extra bonus detail of having American guns and German guns differently, which kind of smoothly flows us into the next segment, the teams. So, as you could probably guess, it would normally have the Axis powers and the Allied powers, but this just has the Americans and the Germans, which is kind of weird, because most of it, I mean, like, I don't know why they chose the Americans, and specifically, probably because that's the the group of people that this was going to be released to, because, Valve likes to keep their games on US soil. Okay, that sounded a lot weirder than I thought. They just like to, they always release their games in America, and in other countries too, but anyways. So, yeah. The teams don't really need much said. It's just the Germans and Americans. It has no impact either way. But the gameplay does. So, the gameplay is a lot like CTF. Well, not CTF, sorry. But, Capture Point, because there's 5 capture points. And the goal is to capture all the capture points. And the Americans and the Germans are always fighting to get to it. Now let's talk about what I think is one of the most important parts of the game, modding and the community. So, modding is pretty active. It has a lot of maps from CSGO in it, and the community is surprisingly active. I might even go as far to say more active than the original Counter-Strike, because this game still looks pretty well, even for today's standards, and the gameplay is always getting mixed up by different servers and mods, and people just really like that. I wish more games would do that nowadays, but a lot of games don't allow mods, which is kind of sad, honestly, because mods used to be one of the greatest things about these shooters. Now let's talk about the classes. There are 6 classes from what I know. The Rifleman, the Assault, the Support, the Sniper, the Machine Gunner, and the Rocket. None of them really have anything significant about them, plus the Assault and the Support are basically the same thing, but the Support has a longer range weapon. And the other problem is with the guns being realistic, the recoil is also very realistic, which is kind of a shame because that kind of ruins the gunplay for me. Even if you aim, like in most games, if you aim, that kind of gets rid of the recoil, or if you crouch. And while you do get rid of a little bit of the recoil if you crouch, I don't know if the guns had to be necessarily 100% realistic, but I can appreciate that. Also, you can switch the fire to fire single shot, which that's like a feature that not many first-person shooter games have anymore, because like they probably say that that's not very realistic, but it is really. It does keep the gameplay fun because it's like so realistic. Which I feel like realism, or at least like in the gunplay, not necessarily how it looks, does keep things interesting every once in a while. But yeah, that's pretty well all I wanted to say about this game. And as always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.